Hello, one and all, and welcome back to the VladCast. We're coming at you today with episode 5. And around me, around the beautiful table at which we're recording this, I have 4 wonderful gentlemen, all of whom have been in a Vladdy P vid. First off, our newest guests, 2 newest guests actually. We have Edward Lexington. Welcome to the show, Edward.
I'm glad to be here.
We have Gerald Koppenheimer next to him.
I'm absolutely thrilled.
Great, and we have Unknown returning today.
Thank you for having me back.
And for an unknown reason, we have Jerome Townsley as well.
Hey.
Yeah, great intro, Jerome. Screw you. So, thank you guys for being here. You guys are new. Edward and Gerald, we're very happy to have you today.
Thank you.
You know, it's hard to start off a podcast with so many people around me. You know, it's tough to organize the whole thing. But I want to tell you guys about a hobby that I've been doing. You know, obviously Christmas was last week, and my imam got me a really cool gift. And he got me a metal detector. Do you guys know what a metal detector is?
No. Can you explain?
Yes, Edward. Is that funny, Gerald?
I found it
Don't make fun of him. He doesn't know what a metal detector is.
I don't understand.
I didn't know it till last week when my mom gave it to me.
Not everybody is as privileged as you.
Oh, all right. We're not diving into that just yet, guys.
You're right.
So this metal detector, I went out into the backyard, and I was looking for gold. You know, some doubloons, maybe some, Queen Victoria coins from a few centuries ago or something. And my thing, second I walk outside, starts dinging. Just like it starts beeping.
Like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. Kind of like ding, 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 ding.
That's good recommendation.
Just like that. So then that let me know that there was something. So I started digging, and I dug up. You'll never guess what I dug up. Gerald, guess what I dug up?
Did you find the Queen Victoria coin?
No, I wish I had, but I found a dino bone.
I see.
Whoa.
A single dino bone? Or?
Huge bone
Massive
from a big dino. And yeah, okay, well, you kind of spoiled the rest of the story, Gerald. But what happened was I brought this bone down to
Just a lucky guess.
Yeah, Dr. Lucky Guess over at Frankfurt University, and he told me that they could not identify this bone. They don't know what it's from, what dino it's from, so I got to name it. Massapecosaurus is what I named it. So it was an awesome, really cool sort of experience I had. So if any of you guys want to, share your experience or anything, a cool story that happened to you or something, feel free. Oh, Unknown, you got something?
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to bring it way back to when I was in college.
Sure,
I went to Massapequa University, and I dormed, and one of the RAs was a friendly lady. Like, I had no problems with her. Everything was fine. And one day, she was walking her dog, so I wanted to touch it. It was a cute dog. I pet the dog on the back, and this lady went ballistic.
Why? Wait, you just pet the dog?
I pet the dog, and she's freaking out, going, I didn't tell you to touch my dog. You stuck your finger up its butt.
His finger.
Oh, absolutely madness. And this lady freaked out, told my RA,
Wait. Did you stick
I did not stick my finger up its butt.
Okay,
She must have been in a mood.
Well, why would she think that?
I don't know.
I think if you were just petting the dog, you would...
Well, there must be some basis. Like,
Right, there has to be
bit,
something.
yeah.
Like,
Or she's a cuckoo head.
Did you ask for consent?
I did not. That's the thing. She was
hold up. Now you're coming to us saying that she's the crazy one? But we'll give you a break from speaking. But Edward, I do want to talk to you because you've been doing some impressive things.
I guess I have, yeah.
As soon as you were released from prison, you started auditioning for the Olympics. Can you tell me about this?
You found out about that?
Yeah, we looked in the public records. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I've been auditioning for the Olympics to be a skeleton rider. Do you know what a skeleton rider is?
I imagine you ride skeletons.
Well, essentially, but it's in a penguin
They
suit.
let you ride skeletons in prison?
Gerald, it's Edward's story.
Yeah, please, Gerald.
Edward, continue, please.
I'm
Sorry,
just
yeah.
curious as to how
So,
there's
You're still talking. That's a problem, Edward.
Thank you. So yeah, I ride skeletons now. I've been auditioning. Last time I auditioned was a couple weeks ago. I went to Massapequa, and I went to this guy's house. His name was Alzy, and
It was a sad story. Why I see you tearing up a
no,
little bit. You're about to
because
cry.
Alzy handed me his own skeleton, and I wasn't ready for it. So
Oh my goodness. That is like a rite of passage.
Damn,
Oh,
man.
the first time you meet him, he gives
He
you
must
this.
really like you.
Oh my
really
god.
liked me.
Wow,
So-
that is so. I'm tearing. I think all of us. I can see everyone is starting to tear up a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
It's powerful stuff.
I did not think we would get emotional this early in the
Anyways,
morning.
so-
It's 6 a.m. I didn't think
6
we would
a.m.
be
in
doing this
Massapequa.
early.
Well, here's the
Massapequa
thing.
Standard Time. Sorry,
So
continue.
Alzi handed
Adam.
me his skeleton, and I said, Alzi, I can't take this from you. And he said, no, I want you to have it. And then he said something to me, in Yiddish. He said, "Alle Menschen müssen machen." You know what that means?
I have no clue what that means.
Neither do I. But anyway, so Alzi said to me that. And then after that,
Do you forget what happened, or?
No,
it's too much for
he's tearing up
him.
here.
No, okay, Edward, you shared enough. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dig deep on this.
we rubbed bellies.
You didn't
Is that
have
what
to
you did in
share.
exchange
No.
for his skeleton?
No, Jerome. No, I don't want to. This is clearly very personal.
Yeah, I can't go.
You're in tears.
Yeah.
Gerald, I see you tearing up. Thank you. I want to thank you though from the bottom. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
It
Being
took courage.
being
You didn't have to open up.
unprotected. This is a safe space, and it's okay. And we want to just thank you for sharing that with you. Didn't think it'd get that dark, unfortunately. Maybe lighten it up a little bit.
I went to Disney recently.
You
I
did?
went to Disneyland Massapequa just this past.
It's a beautiful park.
It is.
Beautiful park.
It is. I did Space Mountain about 25 times, threw up 24 times, but it was worth it.
So that one time was really good.
No, that one time was perfect. Yeah.
Was that the first or the last, or sometime in the middle?
Um,
You don't remember?
I think I ran out of throw up, so it was probably the last time.
Okay.
Do you remember what you were, upchucking?
Right. What did it look like? Churro?
I think
Chunky.
it was completely undigested Mickey Mouse waffles.
So
I think so.
Whole Mickey Mouse
Yeah.
waffles?
So it was as if someone.
Because that morning I was really hungry. You know.
You just swallowed them
Yeah.
You didn't
yeah.
chew?
I had hinged my jaw like a.
Wait, but what about your
snake.
stomach? Isn't it gastric acid or something?
No, some
So-
people are born dead. Don't.
So hypothetically speaking, could I have hypothetically?
If you were hungry, yeah.
Wait, now Jerome, I know you you have a BA in medical science.
A BS, actually. Yes.
Sorry, a BS because it's complete
What are
Anyway.
you going to say?
nothing. You study gastric acid. How does that happen that he doesn't even digest a waffle?
Well, you see, he might have a rare condition called lavenderitis.
Lavender. Okay, tell me about that.
It actually is. It goes back to a previous topic we were talking about.
Oh, the study
lavenderitis
by the LIU post students. Right. That was a great study.
Yeah. Basically, if you are exposed or consume too much of this, it
Right.
can actually halt the gastric process.
Too much of what?
Too much.
Lavenderitis. It can be
Oh,
found in
the element.
cereal,
It's the
it can
element.
be found in many
Okay,
different
well,
places.
thank you for that, Jerome. Gerald, definitely check with your
Yeah,
doctor and
I
ask
should
if you have
probably-
lavenderitis.
I should get it checked out. You're right.
Yeah, definitely get that checked out. We care about you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anyway.
it could be the waffle too. I got a certification a couple years back.
Yeah.
Certification in waffles. Yeah.
Okay.
Disney
Yeah, big
selling lavender waffles and nobody knows. Nobody's any the wiser.
Well, that's what gives it the glowing lavender color.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway.
To change the mood a little, I'm sorry to bring it back down, but speaking of doctors,
Yeah, if you go crazy in this story, or what you're about to say unknown, you're off the show.
no, okay.
No touching dogs.
Yeah,
alright?
please. I
I
hope
mean, like
everyone's
cats, sure.
Yeah, I hope everyone's on board with what's about to happen.
Okay, no. So I was with my sister-in-law. I was at California Pizza Kitchen and-
In Massapequa.
Yeah, and I was sitting down to eat my nice meal of whatever they serve, mac and cheese at Pizza Kitchen, whatever. And
Gross.
Massapequa Pizza Kitchen.
oh, I don't know if it's an offshoot or something,
Okay.
but
It's a franchise.
yeah. So I was there, and this old man must have been in Korea or something. Like, not in Korea, but he fought in Korea. He comes in with a big scar on his forehead, and he comes up to my table and goes, "Where's my wife?" And me and my sister-in-law are like, "Sir, I don't know. I'm sorry."
His wife?
His
Like,
wife.
He's looking for his wife?
He's looking for his wife.
Do you think it was you?
I
From
don't think
another
it was me.
dimension, maybe?
Maybe. I mean, I'm not certified in.
I mean, a lot of stuff happened during the apocalypse.
Okay, thank you, waffle expert.
Oh, no. I mean, you should... And let's not...
Whoa.
He's just trying to... I mean, it's
Yeah,
just a
he's just
discussion.
trying to help.
Oh,
It's just a
Yeah,
discussion.
yes.
He's just-
man.
I'm lashing out because. Okay, let me just say the end of
He
the
seems a
story.
little
Yeah,
I'm
sorry. Yeah,
So-
let him go.
So, we're like, wow, that's bizarre. We see him go to the woman's bathroom and like wait outside.
Is he a
probably
woman now?
looking for his wife?
Okay.
And then he leaves, and around 5 or 10 minutes later, he comes back, comes up to our table and goes, "Where's my wife?" At this point, we're like, "Whoa, okay, sir, you clearly have something wrong with you." And then he goes to the woman's bathroom, steps in, and tries to like take a woman out, and the whole restaurant comes running like, "Sir, you need to get out immediately. That's not your wife."
At what point did the fire start?
The fire started, I believe, he might have started it, because right after he pulled this lady out, a huge grease fire erupted in the kitchen. And I know, rest in peace, many lives were lost.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think we can blame this old man for the fire, though.
How do you... Wait, Jerome, how do you know?
Yeah.
Because, it was always burning since the world's been turning.
That's actually a really good point. Okay.
Well, who's to say this old man didn't start it turning? I mean, he's that old. Like,
Oh,
You're right.
when did the
That's
world
something to
start
consider.
turning?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Exactly.
Can't be over 6,000 years ago.
I mean, Jerome, you're
And when
you're
was
our
Korea?
science man. Do you have a theory on this?
I actually don't have a theory on this one specifically, but I do have a theory that I recently learned. It turns out that gravity, that thing that's keeping us on the ground, right?
I've heard about
It's a
it.
hoax.
Maybe. We're not sure.
I'm
But
pretty sure about that.
like recently, it's increased a lot more, and it's pulling a lot of us to the ground a lot more.
I thought my
Like
scale was wrong.
literally, you feel a lot heavier than you are because someone has been messing with gravity.
Or Jerome, I don't mean to be rude, but are you sure you haven't just been eating too many donuts or something?
Yeah, I mean, gravity is what makes your weight be a thing. So
yeah,
maybe...
Jerome, maybe
No.
just...
Because I haven't noticed it. Have you guys
Don't
noticed the change?
understand.
No.
I'm the same weight. I actually lost
Just
some weight.
hear me out here, all right?
Jerome, I think you're making excuses.
It's okay, pal. We can help you through it.
Jared
the first
Leto.
step is
Acceptance.
acceptance. Thank you.
Jared
First step is
Leto
admitting you
has
have a
been
problem.
messing with gravity.
Why are you blaming Jared Leto?
Jared Leto.
Yeah, why
You know,
Jared Leto?
he's been messing around in his garage, and
He's an innocent talk show host.
Actually, I have something to add. You know who that reminds me of? Joe Pesci. Now, I heard you talking about
Wait a
him.
minute.
I heard you
we're gonna
talking
get into
about
that.
him.
do
Can you
want me
please
to-
expand?
I mean, I didn't think I was going to get into this early, but so an update on the Nye cadaver. If you remember, we talked about that.
Episode 1, that one.
Episode 1. Yeah. So it started leaking.
He's still leaking.
That's disgusting.
It's
I'm
still
sorry.
leaking.
About 3
Some
Massapequa
fluids
years
are coming
still-
out of the Nye cadaver that we could have never predicted.
It's so sad.
He's in the. They moved him to the St. Tammany Hospital
And-
in Massapequa, and they tried to. Right, no, I saw this article too, and the fluid is just flowing out of the cadaver.
Are there any updates on what that fluid is?
We
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Still
and
unidentified.
we just know that it's not an infinite amount, and we're
Okay.
trying to prevent
And
it from
it's
leaking.
what we also know is it's not a terrestrial fluid.
So
Ah.
Nye is running dry.
It's not from
Nye
Earth.
is running dry.
Well,
Nye is
you
running
guys
dry.
kind of just completely ignored the fact that it's not from Earth.
Oh.
I think Bill Nye's
Well,
an
that's
alien.
interesting,
So-
but we
so-
also said it's not infinite either, so that's even more concerning.
See,
How
Because
is
if it's
that?
not from Earth, then we need to preserve some of it.
so it's a pressing issue. and
Oh.
We're trying to keep it inside of him so we can produce more, maybe.
Right.
So basically,
Well,
the
how do you?
doctors there.
Yeah.
So
They
what
have-
is...
We're going to replicate the
What's
magic.
the purpose of the Nye serum? What?
Well, we
What's
haven't
the
discovered
texture?
it yet.
You know,
it's
I-
very chunky.
I saw an article that it did something to the disease. I just realized you actually have this, Vlad. I saw it has a big impact on tetanus.
Please, God, don't bring it up again.
Mahoney syndrome.
That's what it's called, tetanus.
Otherwise known as tetanus. Guys, if you've seen the other, I forget what episode it was, but in VladCast, I kind of opened up about this. I have tetanus.
Oh.
Are you okay being in the same room? I didn't mean to
Has-
spray.
You know,
Has
it's
this
only
room been
sexually
sprayed?
transmitted. It's not airborne.
Yeah, the doctor comes sprays it every half hour.
Okay.
So we actually have to end this, within a half hour, so we can come in and spray it again.
Okay.
You're valid for that.
I'm so
Right.
sorry.
No, it's.
How
I
long-
don't even like talking about it, to be honest.
I understand.
I got some rust in me.
Uh,
I'm not gonna go into more detail about that. But I have tetanus. And I still have it. And the doctor, they gave me the tetanus shot. And apparently, it doesn't work. Ex post facto.
Yeah, not retroactively.
Right. Exactly. You can't just take it away. So I have tetanus now, and I forgot to
And
mention
I
that.
remember I read somewhere it makes it worse if you take it after.
And I've been dealing with the physical consequences
Yeah,
of that.
exactly.
I've grown another eye.
oh wow.
And it's really awkward too when people see me like with a third eye, and they're like,
I mean, you seem really woke that way, though, I will say.
Yeah.
It's true, yeah. I've definitely had a more comprehensive understanding of social and societal issues throughout the,
Yeah.
and that's definitely been helpful.
Just literally.
But I also have a third eye, and it's kind of weird balancing the third vision I have there.
Yeah. Huh.
So it's just a tough thing that I don't like dealing with.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's.
But hey, for some people it works out great. But
Who?
for some people it doesn't.
Wait,
Well, for some people it does. I mean,
Yeah, who?
My friend, he had tetanus, a couple years back.
is he okay?
Oh, is
Still
this
with
Todd?
us?
Well, I haven't seen him in a couple of years. Last I saw him was before they.
For what?
No, but it works out for some people.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait,
Yeah,
but what were you just saying? Like, what happened
We're
to
a
Todd,
little
though?
lost here.
Todd's okay, right? He's alive.
Is he still with us?
He's definitely alive. Is he okay? Is he doing well? Or because you brought it up for something, right?
No, Todd's doing great. He's most limbs are still there.
Now I heard a rumor that although he lost some limbs, other limbs grew. Is that true?
Well, I it's not really my story to tell, but just to
I mean,
say,
then why did you start telling it?
Yeah.
Well,
why did you? If it's not your story to tell, it's
I
a good
wasn't
point,
going to
Gerald.
mention it.
You did
Okay.
mention it though. You did. So you
But I
obviously
wasn't
you were
gonna say
going
the name. Whatever. Let's just say Todd's got a bod. Okay.
to. Okay.
Okay.
And Todd's alive, right? I hope he's tetanus
Mostly,
too. What?
mostly.
Okay, awesome. So, Gerald, you are a professor emeritus at Scranton University in Scranton, Massapequa,
So, yeah.
and you teach. And you told me this story in the email. You actually so a little behind the scenes here. I was never going to let Gerald onto the VladCast because obviously why would I? But he emailed me asking to be on the show, and he said, I have a really cool story I can tell, and it was really cool. I hope it's true. Is it true, Gerald?
Yeah, no, it's 100%.
Okay, 100%. It was not very convincing, but you saw something happen with some dude in a manhole in
Yes, I
Scranton.
did. It ties back to my Disney story.
What? Okay, yes.
Yes, it
Tell me
does.
about that. I want to hear about that.
Because this is something I kind of left out in the email because I was afraid you wouldn't believe me. But it was actually...
I'm not a man of surprises,
Okay.
so this better be good.
What I saw was, as I was leaving Space Mountain for the 25th time, finally over constantly throwing up, I was feeling better. And then immediately to my right, on the exit, I noticed there's a manhole cover that's just sitting there. So I'm like, what is that? And then there's like a trail of like slime from, the sewer and stuff.
Slime?
There's the sewers under Disney, and that's where they keep the workers when they're on their break. So I'm following that over, and I get to the manhole that had a cover on it.
And what?
And I see, I'm sorry, is it just a lot? It's like, it was almost traumatizing. I look, and I see 3 small children pushing a fully grown man
Oh my lord!
into the manhole.
What?
But that's not it. And the man they were pushing in was in full Mickey Mouse costume.
Mickey?
Oh,
They were pushing Mickey down
Howie
the manhole.
Mandel's America.
I know,
people,
right?
Am I right? After he's been elected, it's just freaking. People are going nuts.
Terrible.
Kids pushing Mickey into
I'm
manholes.
telling you all, this is Jared Leto's scheme.
And I saw the look in their eyes though, those kids.
The Mandela
They
effect.
were completely oblivious to any moral wrongdoing.
Right, they just wanted to
they
throw
were-
this guy down the sewer.
They were essentially bloodthirsty. Like there was no blood, but like maybe in that manhole there was like a 4th kid that was eating him. I don't know. But there was a lot going on there, and I was just like,
That's really. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I went home.
Jeez.
I think I cried for about 2 days, and then I read the email because I
Right.
really wanted to be on here.
I could tell you're a big fan.
Yeah.
But I will say I'm glad you're on the VladCast. I think you've done a great job today.
Oh, thank you.
But I
Happy
just
be
want to kind of draw back to a little part of that story that you told.
here. Oh, okay.
You said it was slimy. It was a little slimy.
There was a little bit of. I mean, now that I've seen pictures on like this newsletter online, like it resembled the Nye liquid.
That is
Just a
where
little
I
bit.
was going with
Yeah.
this. Because I was wondering, there's some extraterrestrial slime in Disney Massapequa. That's fine. You see that just about every other weekday, right? But does the Nye cadaver leak every other weekday? Unknown, I don't think so. What do you make of this?
So, I either think that Disney was working with Bill Nye to like work together as a global superpower, or they
Disney
wanted,
working with Bill Nye, that would never ever happen.
or they wanted him killed.
I see. So Nye knew some things about Walter Disney,
I knew a lot of things, clearly, as you can
and
see in
Walter
his show.
Goggins.
I think that maybe it had something to do with. So you're aware of the head in the
Yes,
frozen
no,
head.
I was thinking about that.
Yes.
It reminded me of the cadaver situation.
So I think that he is still giving orders personally, and I think he personally gave the order to kill Bill Nye.
So are you suggesting that Walt Disney is actually in a similar state to that of Bill Nye?
Well, Walt Disney doesn't have
Cadavers?
his body. No,
You're telling me there's a second cadaver in Massapequa?
And it speaks.
No, I'm on the same page as Unknown here, I think. Where, the OG in this sense is the fact that Walt Disney's head is frozen. What if Bill Nye is
Walter Disney.
Walter Disney, you're right.
Right. Get it right. Yeah.
That's fair. So what if Bill Nye is essentially the anti-Disney, and that's why he won't stay dead and keeps leaking?
Interesting.
But what would happen per se if we tried to plug the leak?
I mean, I don't know, Jerome, you're our science man.
I've
What's
only
your theory?
heard some whispers about the fact that they're trying to make a human cork to stop Bill Nye from leaking.
this is back
No,
to
I
Joe
heard they
Pesci.
succeeded
Right.
at
This
that.
is
Joe Pesci.
When
Joe
Mrs.
Pesci.
Pesci had her son
Yeah.
Joseph.
Okay, ready? I'm going to do a little math equation, so see if you guys can follow with me. Walter Disney head plus Joe Pesci human cork body equals...
Nye corked.
Oh my heavens.
Did we just break through?
Edward, I think we just broke through.
I really do.
I
I've covered a
think...
conspiracy.
Yeah, I'm just going to translate that a little bit. So that Walter Disney, that Bill Nye's cadaver is Walter Disney with a human cork, Joe Pesci. And folks, we're actually getting a live caller here right now. Jolo Castagna, you're on the phone on the VladCast right now, Jolo. We're gonna put you on the microphone, and we want to get your comments here. So we're talking about the Nye cadaver right now, Jolo. The Nye cadaver. Do you have any comments on the Nye cadaver?
I'm gonna have to go with no for my. I don't think my lawyer would want me to say anything.
Your lawyer doesn't. Okay, interesting.
Does anyone find it funny that he just called in at the very second we were
Just a little
covering
bit,
this
yeah.
conspiracy?
Yeah, this is
conspicuous.
it's a little weird. I mean,
And why do you need a lawyer to?
yeah.
What are you covering up?
No comment. Can I speak to her?
You wanna? Okay, fine. We're just gonna move a little beyond that. That's a little weird though, Jolo Castagna.
I'm sorry, but
I don't think we're
apologize.
safe in this room.
Yeah.
I've got to be real. I think we all need to take new identities and leave the
Vlad,
country.
I would like to make an in-person VladCast appearance soon.
All right. Well, don't.
He wants to kill us. That's what I'm hearing.
Beggars can't be choosers, kid. You're on the live call-in right now. I mean, come on. Don't be.
That is
pushy.
pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
Right. It is pretty cool. So, do you have anything worthwhile to say, or are you just gonna kind of mope around here and dodge the question with pleading the fifth?
Come on, Joe. Time is money.
I mean, what do I have to say? I hope all the Vlad viewers have a good New Year, but pertaining to your question, no, I apologize.
No. Okay. Well, yeah. Thanks. Happy New Year to you. All right. Is that all?
Can I speak to the bearded man?
Nobody in here has a beard. You disgust me.
Guys, I'm really worried. That call went on way too long. They could easily trace our location.
Oh
Your
my
time.
God! I'm so sorry.
That is true.
That's
We
what
were
it was.
jeopardy.
That's why he was stalling, because he wants us to be in this room.
So every single worker of Disneyland Massapequa currently knows our very location.
And they know that we know the secret. Folks, these are trying times here in Massapequa.
Just a little bit, yeah.
I'm Edward and Gerald. Sorry, this is your first experience on the VladCast. This is actually, it's not usually like this, actually.
It's a little disarming, but otherwise it's been enjoyable.
Glad to hear that. There's usually no death threats or warnings going on.
Hey, I've felt tickled.
Can you
elaborate on that?
Yeah, you felt tickled?
Yeah, don't just leave it there.
Yeah, you can't just
You
say
can't
that.
just leave that at
Errol,
that. We're
Edward,
curious as to
you felt tickled?
what
What
that
do you mean by
sensation is
that?
like.
Wait, are you okay?
I've never been.
Come
tickled.
on, no,
I'm
no,
actually
you're
very
You've
good.
been tickled.
You can spit it out.
Yeah, come on.
Hey, that dog felt tickled. That's all I know, Kev.
Kevin did tickle the dog just a little bit, but we don't need to go back into that.
Kevin?
Unknown, my bad. I mistook him. For
Edward,
someone
please elaborate.
Of course, yeah. So, well, guys,
Yeah.
you just all warm my heart. And I just feel so tickled by you guys, really tickled. And I've never felt this experience before, Had I not been here, maybe I've never been touched, Metaphorically.
Okay, we didn't really ask for that. This is like a fun family podcast, so it was kind of like cringy.
And
I understand.
I also hate to be a worrywart a little bit here, but feeling tickled is actually a early stage. Of
Oh no! I know I've got what?
Lavender Townium.
Yeah, I know.
Labyrinthitis.
I have lavender.
yes.
Wait, what?
You have it.
And you
Yeah.
didn't.
No. You're
that's
mistaken.
You're joking.
Come
And you thought it was a good idea.
No. I do have lavender. No. You have to understand.
We
right
were discussing earlier. I may have this. This might be why.
So yeah, I do have lavender townium, but don't worry, guys, because if you haven't noticed by looking at me, I am wrapped in cellophane. So
I haven't noticed that actually. That's really see-through cellophane. Where'd you get that? Staples? Are you okay?
You're
Are you guys need help?
You're making him upset.
This has
Just
been a
move
real
on.
emotional
Edward,
visit.
yeah,
Do you
Edward,
want us
I
to
didn't
call
think
you
you were
like
this
an Uber or something?
emotional. We can call you a Lyft, Uber.
Well, it's
No, he's
cheaper
not
than
good
the
enough
ambulance.
for
Is why I'm
an
on
Uber. Are you joking?
Yeah, we don't want to give the
Snake-
Uber
yeah,
driver
that would be
He's
like
gonna get 1 star.
that would be $8 back to his cabana.
That's fair. Yeah.
no. Anyways, Stop and Shop.
What?
Oh, we don't need to go there.
Oh, he got it from Stop is what he's
Oh.
saying. He got it from
He's bawling
Okay,
right now.
Edward,
He's a little traumatized.
just relax,
It's
buddy.
too much for him.
Yeah.
Just end it. Just get over it.
Yeah, you're right. He's not really. You guys aren't.
He's not feeling himself.
We might die from Disney hitmen. But I want to thank
And
you.
tetanus.
And well, I'm gonna die from tetanus. Thanks for
tetanus
reminding me.
infected Disney
Cold.
workers.
Don't forget about the uncommon cold.
forget about
It's
that.
still out there.
The uncommon.
So, folks, yeah, I mean, we're gonna wrap this up. It's gone off the rails here. So just look out for the fluid from the cadavre. That's an
Yeah. One more thing to add. If you want us to help with the efforts to plug it, go to #StopTheLeak on Twitter or go to stoptheleak.org, and we have a lot of links to
Thank you for
different
bringing
charities.
Just so you know, there's another competing hashtag. We may have mentioned it earlier. The Nye is dry. That's not real. Don't pay attention.
That is
to
not
that.
us, not sponsored
Those
by us
are
in any way.
Yes, that is a Russian troll farm that has been propagating that to distract from the real effort. It is #StopTheLeak, folks. That is the real hashtag you should be using on all your social media. With that, thank you so much for listening to the VladCast. I want to thank Edward for being here.
Thank you.
I want to thank Gerald for being here.
My pleasure.
I want to thank Unknown for being here.
As always.
So thanks so much for watching the VladCast, guys. Good night, Massapequa.
Yeah, good night, Massapequa.
Good night.